Eisenhower. Eisenhower.
Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Caleb.
And I'm Jay.
Hey, this is the Index Podcast number 4.
It's been a
And
month.
we don't know
of
what
these,
we're going to
hasn't
call it yet. We've done a month of these, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You know what's even funnier, though, is like in a month, we've gotten... Well, I guess it wasn't a month. We've gotten like, we're up to like 80-something subscribers on YouTube now, right?
Yeah, actually, we're about 70 to 80 or so. Yeah.
It's crazy what a pandemic can do to you. We've just been sitting at home, fucking pumping out content, be it
joke,
blogs or
man.
videos or anything, dude. I think we're doing well. You know who's
No.
not pumping out content, though?
Who?
Kim Jong-un, dude. Homie's dead, I think. I mean, we don't know for sure, but like, he hasn't shown up to like anything in weeks, right?
I think that's what I've seen. I haven't seen
It's
too
like-
much on it.
I don't know. I don't even remember who the first person to report it was. It was some just like source, and he was like, yeah, so Kim Jong-un might be dead. But then he later was like, I actually don't know for sure. But like all the news outlets are just like, Kim Jong-un might be dead. He might be dead. No one's there. Who's going to replace him? All this crazy shit.
He was probably threatened.
But like,
Probably.
what if though? What if?
What
What does
if?
that mean for us, dude?
I mean, probably
have
less
someone-
missiles in the air.
I mean, maybe. I'm sure someone will just replace him, right? Like,
You know, you never know.
maybe like his kids one day will grow up and be like, I don't like the way this is going. Let's change it. Let's be friends now.
I mean, it's a
Probably
possibility.
won't happen. Dude, I don't know. That's just like, it's such a crazy thing. I feel like a lot happened this week, actually, which helps us because then we can talk about stuff. Last week, nothing
Oh, yeah.
happened. We had to fill the air. I think we did well, though. People watched it. We started posting these on YouTube. Like, we're doing good, I think.
Yeah.
But along with this Kim Jong-un thing, there's UFOs now, like confirmed at least, because from what I remember, the videos that were like released by the Pentagon this week were from like September, I think.
Something like that.
And now in the middle of a pandemic, which seems like a bait and switch type thing. Like, don't think about the pandemic, think about this. By the way, like,
Yeah.
why would they decide now's the right time to release that information when literally no one cares? Like, I
Yeah,
remember. Good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it definitely seems like a complete just left turn. Let's talk about this. Let's not talk about Corona anymore. Let's
Yeah.
look at something else.
Yeah,
like,
it really like they're
okay.
almost trying to distract, maybe for the well-being. Who knows? Like,
I don't think they care.
they're just like, no one's focusing on us now. Let's release this information.
Yeah,
And honestly, didn't work at all. Everyone was like, "Oh yeah, UFOs. That's cool."
that's cool.
We're
but
still
Corona.
dying here. Like, it's fucking wild, dude. But no, it was like, I remember seeing those videos. It was either September or October, something like that. And it was like released by the Navy. And people were like, oh, the Navy released this information. Back when people still cared. But even then, no one was like, well, fuck, aliens exist. Like, we were just like, yeah, we've been known. Like, I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird.
It really is.
The idea, though, is kind of cool. Like, even if we kind of knew, like, we're like, everyone kind of believes in aliens. I feel like even if you don't believe in aliens, you believe in aliens. Like, so it's like, but now that there's confirmation from like a government source, I feel like
Right.
that's kind of mind blowing, actually.
Or quote unquote content or confirmation.
Yeah. Well, and we are speculating too, because like, they're not aliens. They never defined them as that. They defined them as UFOs, which could just be anything. But like,
Yeah,
the
it
way
could
those things were
literally be anything.
flying was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
It like turned like midair. Like, it like flipped over like a fucking like I guess a saucer. I was gonna say a pancake, but like I don't know. It's weird. It's kind of cool.
Atlantis confirmed.
Dude, imagine though, like I feel like as we get further away from caring about anything, information is going to keep coming out of just more and more stuff. Like JFK is not like I don't know, that's a little bit too dark actually. It's kind of fucked up.
A little bit.
No, but then the I don't know. There's also like there's just so many conspiracies about like the coronavirus as well. Like, was it man created on purpose to attack or like split up, like opposing sides and just I don't know. It's weird. It reminds me of The Watchmen. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
No, I haven't. I have my like watch later list, but I haven't watched it just yet.
Basically, there's a character, Ozymandias, who created this giant like alien like cephalopod to drop on New York City. He basically teleported it in above New York City and it dropped and fell and killed like 3 million people, I think is what they're saying. Okay. But it was in the midst of a huge I think it was the Cold War. I think it was the 80s. And basically it was at the tipping point where like we were almost in World War III. And so he did it to basically be like, hey, stop fighting each other, look to the stars and like try to figure that out, like help each other and figure that out. Obviously he killed 3 million people. He's a horrible person, but maybe coronavirus is the same thing. Maybe we were on the brink and someone was like, you know, maybe we need to like solve something as a world for once and bring it together. But at the same time, that person should just fucking go. Like, I don't know, man. That's a little bit too much.
Rather complicated situation.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know though. It's a cool conspiracy on that side. The other side is like maybe they just created it to kill a bunch of people, like just for fun, to thin the crowd, if you will.
Yeah, I saw a couple conspiracies about, oh, they made it to kill U.S. or something like that, and they're just everyone else is a casualty of trying to go for the U.S. or something.
Yeah, well, and that's the one that's talking like China made it directly on purpose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The other one is like someone high up in in social stature created it or funded the project to create it in the US and sent it to China to like get them to blame, and then just like to start political uprising, basically, essentially. Like, yeah. It's interesting, and I can't like. Basically, they're saying it's Bill Gates, right? Bill Gates started the whole thing because he like funded this whole. I don't know. It's too much to talk about, and I don't think we have enough information to even just like speculate on it. But the conspiracy behind it is interesting because think about like billionaires just being like, "This could be fun." Like, that would suck, dude. And they have the resources. That's the big thing. We could all just die. Like, I don't know. It's definitely in it, like something to think about. Like,
yeah.
But I don't know. Speaking of dying.
Yeah, speaking of dying, the reopening of Texas.
Which is just not a smart idea at all. I mean, don't get me wrong. I went yesterday to hang out with my friends because I haven't seen them in 3 weeks. But I mean, we just stayed at the house. We cooked some food, watched a couple movies, and didn't really. They've been quarantined too, so it's like I was like, they're not sick. I'm not sick. Might as well go hang out.
I think if it's done smartly, it should be perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. But from what I've heard, Tennessee didn't do it smartly, and they opened up earlier. Yeah. And they've had a complete spike and / double of cases. Yeah, which is like,
obviously that's going to happen, I think. But at the same time, how many... I was seeing something that was like basically the last 2-3 weeks of the year have been like a steady number of cases being reported. But I was like,
Yeah.
how much of that is just because now we have more tests to, which is all, this is just tying back to conspiracy shit. Like, do we just have more tests so the numbers are being recorded more accurately, more consistently, I guess is the word.
It could be it. I've seen so many reasons why and just random stuff like that.
Yeah. It's just like,
So,
also, we kind of work, we work in the, I guess, kind of medical field
Desk.
for more geriatric, right? So it's like, how many, I think it applies. We see that a lot of cases are being reported for insurance reasons.
yeah.
Because, like, you could get the flu. It's almost kind of the same symptoms as COVID. And you could just be like, I have COVID, give me money for relief. Like, so I'm wondering how many of these like are actually reported numbers, accurately reported numbers, sorry, and how many are just like, hey, we want some money too. Please help us. Like,
the regular flu doesn't exist this year. It's all COVID.
Yes, dude. There's no flu. There's nothing. It's just, oh, you're sick? Must be coronavirus.
Allergies, COVID.
Dude, okay, there was a while there, like when this first started, that I had horrible allergies. Like, I was just fucked up. I was feeling so sick. Like, I would touch my arm and like the back of my neck and stuff, and it was like so warm and hot, and I was like, I'm gonna die in a week. Like, I was sure of it, that I was just gone. I don't think I've ever been more scared in my life. And then like 2 days later, it cleared up, and I was like, "Oh, just must have just been like a
Allergies.
small cold or something, or allergies." Yeah,
Allergies can
But-
do that to you, man.
yeah, it was
Especially in
bad.
our family, we tend to have a lot of allergies.
That's true. That's very true. It's the pollen, dude. That shit gets
It's
me.
oh yeah, pollen gets everyone.
Yeah, my face will like just like tighten almost. Like, it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to blink. Like, that's how bad it gets.
Yeesh.
It's not good.